my viewfinder to black. This was inspired by a vote that was taken on my Instagram feed today. I gave you 4 colors and told you to choose a color, and then I created a makeup look surrounded by or inspired by that color. And the color today was actually pink, so the majority of the color in here is going to be pink or cool burgundies. You can actually make a lighter version of this work for a daytime event, but it's inspired by multiple eras. It's sort of a combination of a bunch of different things that sort of influenced one more modern makeup look. So if this is something that you like, feel free to stick around. We're going to go through the tutorial. I also tried a beer today. I do this every time I do a makeup tutorial. This is called it's from the Kentucky Brewery, and it's Tangerine Cream Ale. I had not ever tried this before. It is delicious. It tastes like a cross between a creamsicle. Well, it's kind of like a creamsicle of a beer. It's like a beer and a cream, it's like a citrus beer with a cream soda, sort of, but no sweetness. Little bit of sweetness, actually. But yeah, that was my beer today that I tried, so give me some suggestions. I like to have a beer when I'm doing a makeup tutorial. I don't know why, but I thought I would go ahead and just include a beer review along with my makeup tutorials. But yeah, this is the makeup look. It is a pretty, like I said, dramatic makeup look. Some ideas for a outfit that I think I would incorporate, that I would be inspired to wear this makeup with, would be something like this or something like this. I probably have some things in my closet, but I couldn't think of anything right off, so I just decided to share some pictures of some things that I feel like would be suitable for this sort of a makeup look. I'm not somebody who sticks to a traditional vintage, especially as I get older. I like to incorporate modern techniques, so that's what this is inspired by. Inspired by vintage using modern techniques. And let me know if you have any requests. I'm going to do some more colorful makeup tutorials coming up, some more hair tutorials coming up. So stick around for those, and we will see you next time.
I'm starting out by applying my eyebrows and a concealer all over the lid. I'm not going to really focus on that because that's just pretty simple. And then I'm going to powder my lids with a translucent powder just to make the colors that I'm going to apply easier to blend. And then after that, I'm going to grab my Modern Renaissance palette. I really love this palette for cool tone looks. And I'm going to grab the Buon Fresco color. It's kind of a transitional mauve shade. It's really pretty as a transitional color on cool toned looks. And I'm going to apply it in more of the 30s style, 20s and 30s style of application, where the color is sort of smudged upward towards the inner brow from the inner corner and then towards the outer brow as well. So that kind of gives you a little bit more of a dramatic look. And I'm just going to use my blending brush to make sure that's softened out. It will be pretty messy at first. That's why I'm waiting to apply my foundation. And then I'm going to use the Antique bronze shade, which is sort of a cool tone brown. And I'm using a pencil brush and little small sketching motions to apply that at the outer corner. And I'm going to make sure and apply it upward towards the outer crease. And then I'm going to make sure and blend that as well. So you're going to use a clean blending brush each time to blend the colors so that they don't become too muddy. And I'm also going to take a pencil brush and apply that underneath the eye and then blend that out with the same blending brush. So you'll see me use that same color on the lower lash line as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more drama and more of a smoky quality. And you'll notice that this color looks quite a bit different on the bottom than it does on the top, and that's because I did not put that mauve shade underneath on the bottom, so I probably should have applied the mauve shade first. But either way, the look is basically the same. You're just going to apply that with the pencil brush and then blend it with your clean blending brush each time to sort of haze it out. And keep your blending circular and upward to prevent as much color as possible from falling onto the lower sections of the look. And then I'm going to take that Venetian red shade, which is sort of like a hot, well, I don't know, maybe a fuchsia, kind of a dark fuchsia. And I'm going to apply that with an angled brush to the outer corner. I apologize that I'm out of frame, but I'm just going to take that and apply it in a concentrated kind of patting motion to the outer edge, and then use a cleaned blending brush to blend that as well, circular motions upward and outward. And that's just going to give us another layer of dimension to the colors that we've applied. And then after that, I'm going to take my smallest angle brush and the Cypress Umber shade, which is a very dark brown, and I'm going to pat a little extra color, a little extra dimension onto the outer edge. It won't take too harshly because you've got so much color underneath, but this sort of increases the depth at the outer corner. And I'm going to put that underneath as well using the blending brush. And just continue to blend. Then I'm going to move on to the kind of the bright, it's like a bright highlighter shade. It is, I believe, called Venetian Pink. No, it isn't. I forget what it's called. But anyway, it's an icy pink color. And I'm going to apply that with a flat shader brush to the entire lid, all the way, well, actually about midway across the lid. And I have this cranberry colored eyeliner that I got from Makeup Geek, which is no longer in business, unfortunately. This is a great eyeliner shade, I feel like, for this look, just to sort of increase a little bit of definition at the outer edges. And then I'm going to use my Pretty Easy lining pen, the Espresso color from Clinique, and I'm going to make a very small wing. We do not want the focus to be on the wing because we don't want to take away from the shape at the outer edge. And then I'm going to kind of just create that wing at the outer edge, just a very, very small wing. And I also added a little extra depth above the icy pink shade on the lid to sort of give it a little bit more definition there, more in keeping with even more of a 60s style of application, where I'm really kind of increasing the depth of that crease. And then I'm going to apply some kind of curly, full lashes. And applying mascara afterwards to blend the false lashes into my lashes a little bit more seamlessly. Make sure to bring the mascara all the way to the inner corner. And I also brought that icy pink shade to the inner corner, as you can see, and kind of blended it with my finger so that it wouldn't be too harsh. But you're going to just continue to apply a few coats of mascara to blend your eyelashes into the false lash, which is a bit dramatic of a false lash. And then I'm just going to kind of make sure that they are sitting well at the inner corner. I've cut these lashes, they're about 3/4 lashes, so that they will have a little more lift to them. And then I'm going to move on to my face makeup, which is I think it's the Pure Beige shade in the Double Wear foundation from Estee Lauder. I'm going with a full coverage foundation for this particular look, but I do have a kind of luminous primer on. I forgot to mention that I did add a primer. And it's my Nude by Nature primer underneath this foundation. So it's going to be more of a matte foundation, but actually with a natural finish because of the primer that's underneath. So I'm just going to apply my foundation completely, and then I'm going to set the foundation with powder. I'm also applying concealer, and the concealer will help clean up any sort of inconsistencies of that smokier eye look. And now I'm applying my concealer. This concealer is the Quick Fix Body Cover by Dermablend. It's my favorite under eye concealer, and I use a fluffy, stiff brush to apply it. So after I've gotten my concealer applied, I always apply a translucent powder on top. Usually I apply the Dermablend setting powder. And then I'm going to put on my blush, which is a pink shade from Clinique called Precious Posy. It is a really pretty kind of luminous peachy pink. And I apologize that my lips are sort of out of frame, but I'm applying a matte burgundy color called Clove Pop and then topping it with a gloss.